got this and that log for chopping stuff with, you know. Now I need a wall right here because one, Oliver is peeing on that bush and trying to get in the rosemary. That's not happening. But also I just need like a gate. This will work perfect. It's a perfect like amount basically, and I have these sticking out so I can bring it even further to it. And then I can just make the wall and stack starting here. Good little barrier. I don't know. The rosemary looks a bit sad right now. Not gonna lie. It's a bit droopy, you know. We shall see though. Hopefully it like gets roots. But so far, ka-chow. This is actually a staple of my old we use this similarly as a shelf. We had like glass and stuff we held. Not glass, but like, you know, bottles we found all around. A little leftover lunch break. Fire. This hatchet is basically a slightly longer version to the one I originally cut my finger with when I was 7, right here. Now it cut a tendon, so I can't bend. It only bends this part, not this knuckle. Whereas my good one, it bends all the way. So, new chapter, new hatchet. Makes this way better, bro. Way better. Should have just sawed it. It's good to have a hatchet knife though. That's what I used to do back in the day, back in middle school. Back in like 8th grade or whatever. That should keep the neighbors' dogs out. Not too shabby. They can just jump over that probably. I'll use these and some brush to block it off. But yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty cool in here. That's dope. Look at that. So, as you can see, this middle rock, I turned 90 degrees for channels for air, just for like more oxygen, a cleaner burn, so that it's not just a wall and it's only pulling oxygen from back here as far as the down here, and not just having oxygen up to this point. But with all these walls, it shouldn't be very wind affected for sure. See that color right there? Fat lighter, bro. It is a essential. Okay, it's the go-to. If somebody mentions fat lighter, I know they were raised right. Get some butter in this joint. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was planning to talk about this, right? So I don't know if y'all can hear in the background, but I have Hispanic neighbors, and they like to party, which is good. Get their family together. The whole driveway is filled with cars. It's a beautiful thing, and I think it's something that's lost in the West. People need to get together. You have to have a clan. Family shouldn't just be, Thanksgiving. If you the whole family should be full of people striving to be the best they can be, My goodness, that is hot. Preheat. Maybe more than a preheat. Don't want that. Come on, bro. You did this last time. You're a professional now. Now we're cooking. Been cooking nice and slow. My spork here. Look at that though. Nice and slow. Let's try flipping this thing. Hey! Light work, baby. Let's clear the space. Whoa! That going crazy. Come on. Y'all see that? Y'all see just... Bro. The government lied to you. You need cholesterol. It's literally a building block for testosterone. It's also a building block for cortisol. there's something called cortisol steal. You have this relationship between testosterone and cortisol, meaning when your cholesterol is high, that means your testosterone is low. Saturated fat and protein should be the key elements to any man's diet. Screw carbs, they're a luxury, they taste good. You can be completely sufficient on meat, on steak, beef. Eggs are a superfood. You don't need to be eating eggs daily at some point. 4 eggs has become a non-negotiable for me. 4 eggs every day. You know, I was thinking last night about 10 years ago when I was 8, when I was 7 or 9. We went to this, it was basically the first church I remember. It was a small church. It was like a chapel. The normal, generic brick little church, you know. And I remember this girl, you know, when you're like 6 and you have like a crush on the high schoolers or whatever. I had that girl. This girl was like a redhead and I'm pretty sure she was red. I'm learning that there's so many like redheaded crushes in my life, and it's scaring me. It's truly scaring me. Like a childhood movie, I end up... Never mind, bro. It's redheads. But I remember this key memory, right? We were like outside for something, and it was like a overall group of kids my age and the high schoolers, some of the high schoolers. And there was like this train in the back. And I don't know what we were doing, but I said something along the lines of, which this was common language, right? Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. When I was like 6, not 6, but like 8, 9, whatever. This is when we were living in the mobile home, which is when I got that scar from the hatchet. But I remember that memory, and she was like, don't say that. And I was just thinking to myself, it's been 10 years. That means if she was like 8, 17, that means she's like 38 now. Bruv. And I was just thinking to myself, right? Like, I hope you have all these people, and it's like, it's been a decade. They're 10 years further on. Where the heck are you gonna be in 10 years? And every year, bro, as growing up, you learn this. Each year that passes, best believe the next year is faster. And each year it just goes. That scares the crap out of me, to be honest. Time starts to fly. And that woman is like 38 now. And I remember the innocence, the femininity, how, what's the word, but like, just a nice young feminine girl, right? I hope that she's still retained that she's healthy, that the world hasn't messed her up, you know, like work and these conditions in the world right now. Think about what 10 years ago looked like. Even like I remember seeing these VHS tapes of 2005, like the year I was born, of what the weather channels looked like, what the advertisements looked like. because it was like an American Idol recording for my mom. Such a different world when the TVs like genuinely had and you had the static, and when you get close to it, you hear it's static, right? You go, good times. What the heck is the next 10 years going to look like? What am I gonna look like in 10 years? How fast is it gonna feel? Who's gonna be with me? Who's no longer gonna be with me? The cliche of appreciating and properly spending time with the people you care about. I'd rather learn it now, but it's just something on my mind, I guess that should wrap up the video. Just to talk about the future, listen, man, poor lady, I know my demographic is 100% man, but listen, God has such plans for you. Inside of you, there is a hidden purpose and you don't even know about it. You've been choosing the pleasurable, your own route. It is less than what is best. It's less than what God has for you, man. Like, let alone, like how I was talking about yesterday, right? Just be free, just be celibate. Retain. Get off the website. Stop touching yourself. Social butterfly all of a sudden. It's what you were meant to be, Jake. That's why the devil attacks it. And there's also, man, this e-com thing, this self-improvement thing, it's rough, but it's for the best, and I know it's going to be worth it. And if there is trials and it doesn't go how I planned, I understand that I wouldn't have it any other way, looking ahead from me achieving or me getting that thing. Me looking back 6 months, like, that was challenging. It was a season of it's not what I expected, but I wouldn't change it for a thing. And it was better than what I had in mind. So yeah, get in nature. It's Sunday. I can post this today. I'm gonna edit up all the videos right now and record the recap after I film this. But I hope you enjoyed this little. I plan it to be short and more, just less filler, Like, people don't have the retention spans. They got time, they got things to do. Everybody got bills these days. But I appreciate you watching to the end. If you have, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. But either way, if you a hater, if you a lover, if you're a critiquer, drop a comment, my boy. I'd really appreciate it. But thanks again. I love you. Jesus loves you. Peace.